Would you like to snack with Lego bricks? It looks delicious, but of course it shouldn't be done. But could the creatures exist on our planet that are able to eat Lego? However, it's made from plastic. How is it possible? But scientists might argue with you. In April 2017, the scientists from Spain and Britain made an article in the journal Current Biology, and that proved about caterpillars of large wax moths were able to decompose plastic bags. There was the experiment showing that the large wax moth was able to degrade the polythene. By researching, we found out that they ate the polythene, digested it, the part was used as energy for living, and other was lived naturally. Okay guys, let's test the experiment, but with Lego. To find the wax moth larvae, we need an owl hive abounded by bees. These larvae are pests for beekeepers, because when they appear into the beehive, they start to eat en masse the honeycombs, filling everything by silk. As a result, the bee females start to weak and can even die or leave the hive. And exactly it what happened with our one. Here are almost no bees, and everything is covered by silk. Under that hide the actual creators of all this. For our experiment, we should find all larvae and put in the can. Having found necessary amount, we came to the studio, where a previously bought tank was. Well, let's pour the larvae in there. Let's, before testing the ability to eat Lego, look at how they will handle more edible foods. As they breathe into the hives where is the honey, to be logical to guess that they like sweets. So we decided to put them several usual sweets for us. Also for comparison, let's put the honeycomb, that is more natural food for wax moth. Okay, let's look at the result in the week. At first day we could watch for a lot of larvae activity and weaving by them over the terrarium. Thus they weaved a nest for themselves. The larvae don't like the light so much, so most of times they were in the dark places. For them the best light shelter was the space under the chocolate bar. Also we can see that the larvae like the jelly bears, because around of them were many ones. They glued everything with the help of their silk. Time for test results. Having removed the lid, we immediately see the pupating larvae on it. There is a very concentrated smell of fragrances coming from the terrarium. The content looks like not something fresh. For the beginning I show you the large silk that we've got from the terrarium. With microscope we'll even be able to see such baby. It looks like bat. With jelly bears are not less cruel effects. They are becoming into a single unit together with larvae and pupae, and we've got such appetizing dish. Externally, the bears were not affected in any way at first sight. Maybe their smell repels the larvae, but bears were a great light shelter. Look at how many of them are here on the backside. How I previously said, there are a lot of larvae had hidden under chocolate bar. Clean everything towards the package integrity. The package has little holes that were made by larvae. Having looked at the holes using the microscope, we can see characteristic bite patterns around the edges. If they like the plastic so much, let's watch what will they make with Legos. New vigorous larvae, special for Lego. Let's put inside our model. Lego is made from ABS plastic, but also they have pieces that made from polythene, and we found them. This is such Lego set with plant pieces, but they're unusual. There is mark on the package that these pieces are made from the plants. But you can ask, how is it possible? The raw material for making such plastic for these pieces is sugarcane. Through complex chemical reactions, it is transferred into a high pressure polythene. Lego company is gonna make every piece like this by 2030, because this way is less harmful to the environment. As these pieces are made from the polythene, and the likelihood that they will be eaten is very high. Also for clarity, next to the Lego, we put the honeycombs that will periodically put into terrarium. The larvae can eat something if anything happens. At the time-lapse you can see how mercilessly the larvae eat the honeycombs. At first day the larvae have settled in Lego. They must have liked it. They crawled inside the space of plant species and also equipped the spaceship. Somebody even is into the pilot's cabin. Also very noticeable, they weave nests by larvae and integrate Lego in there. The time for watching on the result with test subjects. So creepy view, the spaceship is covered on all sides with pupae, and even not understandable that it was Lego. Well, let's clear it and get the pieces from the polythene. They are also almost covered by larvae of the wax moth. With the first sight we can already notice the defect on the green elements. The edges of pieces look beaten, and that means there were attempts to eat Lego by caterpillars. Let's clean elements from the caterpillars to check the surface in more detail. Randomly having separated the parts of the ship and look at the red piece, I was shocked. I didn't expect that. The larvae have eaten into the pieces such a recess. And this is usual Lego that made from ABS plastic. From another side the same. Later we have understood why these recesses were formed exactly here. The larvae were trying to crawl through these holes, and the red pieces was barrier from them. Still more, I was surprised when I separated the front glass. Under it the pins of the pieces were practically destroyed. Do you remember at first day of experiment I showed you that there was somebody in the cabin, so apparently for a reason, and that larvae had his own plants here. So every piece is fully clear from pupae. Now let's look at every one more detail. Guys, you'll be surprised like we, because every piece has the marks from the larvae bites, and even the usual Lego is much more damaged than the plant Lego. Every piece has chafing damaged pins. If look at the defects with the microscope, it might seem that they were formed under the influence of some chemical substance. In the study to which we are referring, talk exactly about the enzyme that the larvae secret to dissolve the plastic. It means that our planet has a creature which are able to eat Lego. Write in comments what do you think about this experiment. And that's all for me today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.